Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl RP. I am back with another episode from Laying the Foundation series. So we are on episode 5 now. Can you believe it? We're on episode 5. So for this episode, it is called Restoring. Okay. If you're new here, welcome. If this is your first video that you are about to watch, I would suggest you go to episode 1, start from there and work your way through. There's not a particular order, but it's just nice to start from the beginning. So yeah, episode 5, Restoring. So I'll just kind of take you through the episodes that we've already gone through, just so you can kind of understand the pattern. So episode 1 was Hitting Rock Bottom, and hitting rock bottom, and it was just basically you deciding that you want to change your life. That was the sum up. That's the sum up of it. Episode 2 was all about forgiveness. Sorry, I had to check my notes there. Episode 2 was all about forgiveness. So it was forgiving others that have hurt you, but also forgiving yourself for what just sometimes we get so caught up in, oh, I should have done this better, I should have done that better. That's what episode 2 is about. Forgiving other people that's hurt you and forgiving yourself for hurting yourself. And then episode 3 we went to talk about the strength of God. You know, we need the strength of God to go through some of the stuff that we're gonna go through, because we're going back into the past sort of thing, and we're digging up things that once hurt us and actually dealing with it. So it was going through that. And then episode 4 we talked about releasing emotions. Releasing emotions in episode 4. So that was just basically us getting rid of everything that we're feeling, not getting rid of, sorry, dwelling in the emotions that we're feeling and understanding them and taking the time to really go through them, rather than shutting them kind of out and just saying, I'm going to put you to the side for now because I don't want to deal with you. It was dealing with it right then and there. That's what episode 4 was about. So now we're going to go on to episode 5, which is Restoring. Now, from going through all of that, you're going to need restoring. You know, we are going through all of that so that we can be restored, so that we can, you know, reset ourselves to our factory settings almost. You know, it's like when you have an iPhone and you need to restore it, you clean everything off and you restore it as if it was kind of like brand new. It's the same thing that we're doing with ourselves. You know, we're restoring ourselves from all the things that we went through, and we're saying, okay, that was that, and now this is this, and we are here. You know, so it's restoring ourselves and bringing ourselves back to a place of where that is familiar, that we feel loved, that we feel cared for, that we feel more in control, that we feel more that we're in ourselves, sort of thing. More that we're strong, we're bold, we're able to stand basically. You know, we're able to stand and prepare ourselves for what life has to offer. You know, we're able to stand and be able to take what life has to offer and not crumble like we did before. Not to say that you may not fall, but it's getting to that stage of where you still continue to go on rather than settling in that place. So that's what episode 5 is about. It's all about restoring yourself. So it's getting back into the things that maybe you once loved. So if you're someone, I said this, it's so weird because I said this maybe a week ago. I was speaking with a friend and I said to her, the gifts that we have are, we're given those gifts as a way of therapy. You know, if you're good at singing, if you're good at playing an instrument, you're good at drawing, you're good at cooking, baking, I don't know, running, sports, anything that you are good at or you see as a gift that God has given you, use that as your therapy. You are supposed to use the gifts that God has given you, not just for profit, but to also help you through your daily life. It's to also be your therapy. Your gifts are here to be your therapy. Now, ain't that a word? I think so. So literally, your gifts are here to be your therapy. The things that you enjoy doing, use those things as a way for you to not to kind of escape, but for you to get in a place where you feel comfortable to kind of deal with whatever it is you're going through. So if it's that you've maybe not had the greatest day at work, or maybe you're arguing with your partner, or you know, the kids are kind of, you know, getting more lippy, and use your gifts as a way to escape that moment and deal with what's going on, and then decide in that moment what you plan to do next, you know. So that's, use your gifts to do that. Use your gifts to escape from that environment, deal with the issue that that environment is causing you, and then come back to that environment and say, hey, this is what it is. You know, use your gifts as a way to do that. Restoring is going back to what you once loved. So it's going back to your dreams, it's going back to your visions. You know, God, when we ask God to restore us, we're asking for the things that we've lacked, for the things that we've lost. And that's what we want to be placed back into us. So if it's that you've lost love, you know, you don't know how to be kind anymore, you don't know how to care anymore, you don't know how to comfort anymore, you don't know how to love anymore. These are the things that we want to be restored back into us. We want God to restore our strength. Whatever it is that you want God to restore, these are the things that you have to ask for. This is where it comes into where you have to start praying and asking God for these things to restore you and to bring you back to a place where it's familiar and of comfort and where you can really flourish. So you want to take your time and get back into the things that you love, even if it takes, and it doesn't have to be something that's like that. Take your time. This is where many people will get disappointed, because they think that they can do everything at once. Take your time, you know. So if it's that you love baking, maybe buy a new set of baking trays, get a new baking book, start your baking again. And you know, and it doesn't have to be that you're baking every single day. Pick one day out of the week where you have a bit of time and spend some time with yourself. That's how you're going to restore yourself. You can't restore yourself if you're so busy at work, if you're so busy going out with friends, if you're so busy helping this person, that person. You can only be the best version of yourself when you keep pouring into yourself, and you can only be the greatest benefit to anybody else when you are 100%. If you keep pouring into yourself and giving yourself what you need, ultimately that is going to flow over into other people. Restoring takes time. You have to take your time with it. You know, pick, as I said, pick one day, or whenever you have time, just do something that you love doing. You know, like for myself, like I really said in 2020, I really want to spend time more with my family and just like go out with my nieces and my nephews. This is something that I used to do when I was younger. You know, I wasn't even that older than them, but I used to love bringing them to the park, or you know, just taking them everywhere that I went. That's something that I really loved. So me, in my kind of journey to like getting to know myself again and wanted to build myself up again, it's going back to a place that I was familiar with, going back to memories that I was familiar with, and trying to recreate those memories again. So that's something that I really want to try and focus on, is focusing on especially my nieces and my nephews, and like my smaller cousins and stuff like that, and my younger sisters, is reconnecting with them and just kind of going out with them and trying to, and just building that bond again, you know, because at the end of the day, there's just some things that just aren't worth it, you know, because I work and I work mad hours, but it's like making the time to do the things that's important to me, that's restoring me, you know. Making time for things that I really enjoy, that's restoring me. And sometimes you just have to choose. Money will always be there. People who you genuinely love and adore won't always be here, you know. So you have to choose, yeah, you have to choose which one. And I would rather spend time with the people that I love and adore rather than chasing money, because that's what it is really. Money will come, money will always come. Well, that's for another day, let's not get into that. But yeah, so restoring, yeah, just remember that restoring is a process as well. It's a process, it takes time, but with your willingness and wanting to restore yourself and getting back to what you was familiar with, it just takes time for you to do things that you love, you know. Get into practice of it and make sure you make time for it. Make time for the restore to happen. If you don't make time for it, the restore won't happen and you won't be able to function correctly, and that's a promise. You have to take the time out to restore so that you can function properly and you can do the things that you once used to love. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. Again, thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying these as well. Please let me know if you're enjoying them or not. You guys ain't letting me know. You gotta let me know whether you're enjoying them or not. But tell a lie, you guys just don't comment, but you do tell me in person, so I guess that counts. But comment, you know, comment so people can see that you comment on my video. But yeah, thanks for listening to me. Thanks for taking the time out to watch my videos as well. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Any questions you have, please feel free to ask. Next week will be our last episode for the series, and if you haven't seen any of my videos yet, I don't really know what you're waiting on, so you might want to go and watch it. Yes. So next week will be the last episode of Laying the Foundation series. I am working on another series at the moment. So yeah, it's only going to get better and better. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this year. I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting God to move mad, like crazy. Yeah, if you're not expecting, I don't really know for you. Like, this is the year to expect a lot. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Love.